Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew an Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty Toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Give to the back. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Push is ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand it to the back. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well run him again. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Blasted as he lets it go. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got the first himself. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Cotton. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's a running room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Keeps it on 1st down, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Doing it himself again. Sweet cut there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that breaks your heart if you're on offense because it looks like you're just going to hand it off and run in for the easy touchdown. But because of bad ball security, that ball comes out, the defense recovers, and they're able to take over. That is a momentum-shifting play.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Pulls it in. It's Haas. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Left side is Alexander. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides, he lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Lacy. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Going to the run, it's Lacy. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. And they can't make the play on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the...
Caught, and he's got room. The 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to go up top on second down. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Calls his own number. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Pulls it again on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd and long here. On play action. Holds on, it's Fields. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Lacy. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Chambliss. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
On that 3rd down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Complete to the left. Running free. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's West. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Turns it upfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Andy's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Follows his blocks. It's Lacey. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the next, going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Drag down. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope. He pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Rebels offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than...
Breaks into the open on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Kill. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race.
Grabs it. Touchdown, Rebels. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Tells to run, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. Taken down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Plows through the defense. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Lacey. Enough to move the chains. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Plows his way ahead. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Lacey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll try the counter. Makes the tackle. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Second down to the air. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. He'll work his way down to the 28. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Got it in the middle. It's West. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The snap sets up to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Number 8 set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They give it back to him. He's dropped. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Left side is hot. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Final timeout take. Bulldogs. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll run him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Finds a crease. It's Lacey. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Oh, he got loose. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Keeps it moving, it's Lacey. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Trying to squeak through the pile. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.